Filner. And if elected, my first appointment will be lock David Crane as chief magician of the city. You know, I was a professor for 22 years at San Diego State before I got into politics, and he was one of my students. I don't know whether to take the credit or the blame, but thank you all for being here. This is a Lincoln-Douglas debate. I want you to think about who's Lincoln and who's Douglas, by the way. This was before Lincoln was elected president, so I'll be the Douglas in this one.
I'll be the Lincoln.
Thank you, as I said, thank you for being here. You know, this is a very serious election. It's time that we embarked on a new direction for San Diego. We don't need a third term for the status quo and the old guard. And the mayor's not a training ground for your next office. The mayor sets the tone for the city, for our region, and can be a leader in this nation if we serve our people and find solutions to our problems. Many of you may know I was on the school board in San Diego, was its president. I was on the city council for 5 years, elected deputy mayor by my colleagues. Next step is mayor, after deputy mayor. And it's time we realized San Diego's potential as a great city. We haven't had strong leadership, I don't know, for 30 years in City Hall. It's time to have that. It's time to have that leadership. And we should move off the pension thing. We should solve it. Let's solve the pension problem. Let's do it quickly without throwing our city employees under the bus to solve it. We could do it fairly, and we could do it fiscally responsible. But let's get that off the table and move to the real issues of the 21st century. Let's make sure we have jobs for all San Diegans. And we can do that. We don't got to wait for a dysfunctional federal government. We don't have to wait for a state government. We can turn our port into a maritime city, into a maritime center. Thousands of jobs. We can make that border more efficient and bring in billions of dollars in shoppers from across the border legally. And we can turn our city into a center for alternative energy. You know what we have to do in this city? I just realized that Lock David Crane left me with only 30 seconds here. But we have to bring power back to the neighborhoods, back to the people. You know, I went by City Hall. I went by City Hall this morning and I saw this sign right on the front door. It says City of San Diego hours, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. How do you have a city government that works only when the people do? It's time to open up City Hall. Let's have Thursday night meetings. Let's have the mayor office. I'm going to tear up that sign the first day in office, and we're going to have open government in San Diego.